The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Shai. He's out in front. The fans reacting to his wonderful play this year in the Western Conference.
And that's right where you'd expect him to be, given the performances we've seen from him this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, "The things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time." Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Offenses in this league, so creative, Clark. A lot of them very hard to stop. And tonight, we get to see two of these great offenses in this one.
What a treat. The fast pace that these teams play with really wear you down defensively. And the way offenses can space the floor and spread you out, boy, it's fun to watch, but it's certainly hard to defend.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's Brunson in at the point. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shai is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Howard in at center. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Doncic against Young. Doncic right side. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Here's Young. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Well, you can't help but notice the shoes that Shai has on in this one. Those are his new custom colorways from Nike.
And I know that Shai was involved with the Nike team when picking out which colors to use. Safe to say he made a great choice as his shoes are fire.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And here's Brunson. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
And it's the Mavericks on the break. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Young with the steal. Howard kicks to Young. There's the 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Yep, it counts.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Young, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Now here's Che after Luka Doncic's miss, and Howard with the stuff.
Great timing and recognition as Howard is able to go up for the alley-oop.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
On when you see that step back three, Clark, for Doncic, shades of James Harden, the way he gets that shot off.
And you know what they say, Luka's deceleration, hitting the brakes and stopping suddenly, is top notch, just like James Harden's. So that's quite a compliment. A lot of that is footwork and balance, but I think his quickness too, guys, has been a little bit underrated. This guy is a little better athlete than he gets credit for. Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
Now here is Davis. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Portland.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleber is a versatile defensive stopper too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet. He's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker too.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Che.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Brunson, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Hardaway, following the bucket by the Lakers. Clock at 6. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Fade away, and the shot is long.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Che passes to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. Young finds Rondo. Back to Che. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Luka Doncic. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
And the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Rondo against Wright. There's the pass to Kleber. Now Hardaway. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Wright for 3. Offensive rebound. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
The drive by Che. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Curry finds Wright, and here is Hardaway. Curry deciding where to go with it. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Outstanding focus from Seth Curry. Nice job there of staying in control of his shot, even with the contact.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis, and it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Porzingis. And Dwight Powell subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Now, here is Young, coming off a solid outing against Portland. Good on the three-point shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Powell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Stolen by Waiters. Here's Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And here are the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Lakers. And Wright kicks to Hardaway. It's good. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Che. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Curry against Young. On the wing, Hardaway. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Davis kicks to Young. Three-pointer. The Lakers rebound. Howard, good.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on JaVale McGee.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. And guys, he told me that it appears to be a pinched nerve in his back. It's unfortunate timing all around for them. Of course, they will need to band together while he's out. We'll see how they respond. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Curry in at the small forward. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Trailblazers was all business. He scored an amazing number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And Davis puts it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Young. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Porzingis kicks to Curry. There's the dish to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Passes it to Brunson. Rondo against Doncic. Over Rondo. The rebound by Young.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Rondo's shot is good.
Shea making it look so easy, dropping that nice room service dime there.
Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Doncic feeling it out. Outside Curry. Misses the 3.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Shea throws it down.
Shea doing it all at both ends. Rack to rack, heads up defense leads to offense.
Now here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Doncic. Good.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
The Lakers shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. The pass to Young. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis finds James, shoots over Curry, and LeBron with the basket, the assist by Davis. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
Porzingis passes to Brunson. Here's Kleber. Pass to Doncic. And stolen by LeBron. Here we go. James heading to the hoop and finished off by LeBron.
Well, you've got to be careful around LeBron and mindful of his presence now. He's very opportunistic defensively, and with that size, speed, and anticipation, he can pick your pocket.
Now here's Brunson. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Porzingis with the ball. Pass to Brunson. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep. Doncic, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now, here's Doncic. He had 28 points in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
And it's Davis with the jam.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Doncic against James. Curry wide open. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they've gotten away from the inside game this quarter. It was working well for them in the first. They should get back to that game plan. Work it inside and punish the D down low.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Green, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway's checked in for Curry, and it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Che. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now here's Wright. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Powell with the bounce pass. With the fadeaway. And the shot goes in. That's 12 points for Luka Doncic.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Here's Che. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
You know, he's not just a shooter, guys. Hardaway Jr. is also capable of getting creative and mixing things up, too. I like it.
McGee dishes to Young. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. The tray. And Che good for 3. Young's got 10 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Che, you have been disruptive in the first half. A lot of steals for you. What has been the key for you at that end of the floor?
I think the key is the amount of pressure we've been able to put on. You know, forcing even a few turnovers can get somebody's head messed up. That leads to easy transition scores for us. Those type of swings and the momentum can win you ball games.
Well, you have won all those skirmishes so far in the first half. Great individual and team defense. Guys?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Shea is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Passes to Shea. Down low. The offensive rebound. And it's Davis with the jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Kleber, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. James wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Young passes to Davis, and they double up Davis. Young from outside cans it from downtown. Young's got 24 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Brunson, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
On the wing, Shea. Guarded by Doncic. Kicks it out to Shea. Rondo wide open, and another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Five to shoot. Out to Doncic. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
No good. Shot missing. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. To the paint, here's Howard. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And it's 8 points for Howard.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Brunson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter.
have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. The free throw drops for Powell. Clark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
Doncic battles through traffic and lays it in. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Dallas making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. And so Young nails them both. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP. 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
That's going to make a defender think twice about getting in Che's way next time. Posterize.
Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Cauley Stein. From deep three-point range, that's good from Doncic on the assist by Wright. Wright's got 3 assists tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Waiters finds Young. Pass to Green. Back to Jay. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Shea with laser focus on that jump shot. Hand right in his face, and he still knocked it down. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, you've got Luka Doncic, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Lee, and it's Barea in at the 1.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Passes it to Lee. Feeds it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The 15-footer. Marjanovic kicks to Barea. Another three for Dallas.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
Young drives in. Kuzma. That shot off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Shea with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and it's Howard finishing it off.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. And he's pretty good at it.
Now, here's Doncic. Kicks it to Kid Gilchrist, and the pass to Barea. Back to Marjanovic. Over Murray. And another basket for Dallas.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
A tremendous shot blocker at the forward position. Kid Gilchrist is terrific at sending shots back.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
The feed to Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Left side, Davis. Back to Young. And they double up Shea. Bradley passes to Shea. Clock at 4. Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots over Brunson. And again, no good by the Lakers. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Brunson finds Porzingis. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Shea dishes to Morris. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Morris, another possession, another assist.
Well, he's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
GA, he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible.
And to notch 28 assists in a single game, it's something you just don't see anymore. He's among the greats now, and this has been a performance of a lifetime.
Porzingis against Caldwell Pope. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Murray's checked in for Anthony Davis. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. It's stolen by Barea. Fast break Dallas. Kid Gilchrist leading the charge. Poke loose. Young outside, Bradley, and another assist for him.
And this is a passing display that will be dissected for years after this one.
Well, the dimes keep piling up, Greg, and now he is tied for second most in assists. What a floor leader.
Well, Porter had been alone for second most assists in a game at 29, but that's not the case anymore. In what has been a jaw-dropping performance, that mark has been matched.
Clock at 2. Here's Marjanovic. Good work defensively by Morris. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Pass to Marjanovic. To the inside, Lee. Kid Gilchrist inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
Boy, Lee does a nice job drawing fouls, and he's very efficient at the line as well. He doesn't miss many free throws.
Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area.
And again, another assist.
And he has passed his way into the history books. That assist putting him even for the top spot all time.
Well, easily one of the best passing performances of all time, and his next assist will set him apart from everyone.
Well, you look at the 30 assists for him. He's matched Skiles' mark from 1990, and it's been a true team effort as he can't do it without his teammates knocking down shots.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. With the floater and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And, you know, Michael Kidd Gilchrist is a superior defender. If he can develop his offensive game, I think he's got star potential.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jay.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Bradley kicks to Young. Murray left side. Porzingis with the block. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. So it's the Lakers now. Just 3 to shoot.
The speed, reach, and timing of Kid Gilchrist special. He's a versatile defender who can guard just about every position on the floor.
That free throw good from Porzingis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Jay. Morris, left side. Here's Young, and the layup's good off the glass.
they made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like
You like the display?
What? This is nice, man. You did this?
Yeah, it's team effort. I helped.
What? What's your name, bro?
Jake.
Jay. It's
Right on.
nice.
Right on, Jay. If you need anything, just let me know.
We'll do, Jake, man.